find their seats. Additionally, all gold medalists are requested to make their way to Hall B. All gold medalists kindly join the procession line at the gate of Hall B.
All right. The procession will begin in approximately 5 minutes. So all the guests are here. The notable speakers are also here. So students are requested to take their seats. Medalists are asked to join the procession line. Academic council members, syndicate members, BOT members are also requested to join the procession line. We will begin very, very shortly. Volunteers, please take your designated places and help students find their seats. We will begin in 5 minutes, hopefully. The doors will be closed once the BRAC anthem begins. So make sure volunteers are aware of it. Now we will have some general announcements.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 16th Convocation ceremony of BRAC University. We're excited for your presence to make this joyous occasion even more special for the graduates and their families. Those who have gathered in this auditorium today to cheer for their loved ones. We're privileged to honor our graduates and pay our respect to their families for sharing the journey with the BRAC family. As we begin our ceremony today, we pay respect and gratitude to all the martyrs who sacrificed their lives for a just and ethical Bangladesh. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I, Dr. Rubana Ahmed, along with my colleague, Sifat Islam Ishti, thank the guests of honor, the faculty, the staff, and the organizers of today's event, as well as the graduating students and their dear ones, for joining us to celebrate this auspicious occasion.
BRAC University started its journey in 2001. With the approval of the University Grants Commission, and the Ministry of Education of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. From its very inception, the university has been imparting broad-based humanitarian education that has created a new momentum in the tertiary level education scene of the country. In addition to providing high-quality education, BRAC University has been diligently working to fulfill the growing demands of the time. The principal driving force behind its collective experience as gathered from various BRAC programs at home and abroad. BRAC University has always instilled in its students the spirit of working for the greater goals of national development and progress. BRAC University remains dedicated to fostering knowledge creation, upholding human values, and promoting sustainable development. The university's primary goal is to ensure the growth of sustainable human resources of the country by providing quality higher education to its future citizens. This enables the university to play a key role in addressing the social needs of the country. The objective of BRAC University is to facilitate the process of obtaining professional excellence for its students by creating opportunities for them to acquire the necessary knowledge as well as skills required to lead the country dynamically, which is not possible without an invested effort to improve the quality of its teachers. That is why the university always monitors the quality of its teachers and strives to improve it. Today, we are delighted to honor 4,829 graduates from 37 programs, from where 3,591 students from 16 undergraduate programs, 1,000 students from 17 master's programs, and 238 students receiving their postgraduate diplomas from 4 programs. Congratulations to all of you.
Dear students, I know you are all excited, your families are here, and this occasion cannot begin until all of you are seated. So we may kindly request you once again to enter Hall B and take your designated seats so we can begin the programs. Thank you. We are honored to have our panel of distinguished guests with us today. Our esteemed guests include our Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood, our Convocation Speaker, the award-winning filmmaker and journalist, Ms. Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy, the Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, BRAC University, Ms. Tamara Hassan Abed, our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Farhat Anwar. Unfortunately, our honorable guest, Professor S.M.A. Faiz, Chairman of the University Grants Commission, could not be here today due to health reasons. We wish him a speedy recovery. And our distinguished guest, Professor M. Aminul Islam, Special Assistant to the Education Advisor, is unable to attend due to extenuating circumstances. BRAC University aims to be a leading center for education in the Global South and beyond. The synergy between BRAC and BRAC University embraces the evolving needs of the new generation by designing a curriculum which promotes academic learning and teaching through student centricity with an aim to achieve human flourishing that has a societal impact. At BRAC University, academic excellence is more than just a grade. Our programs emphasize a meaningful progress for society to nurture and develop mindful, ethical, and empathetic global citizens of the future. Dear students, I know you're all very, very excited, but this is the final call for all of you to come in. The doors to the Hall B will now be closed before the chief guests arrive. So kindly join us at Hall B so we can begin your special day. Thank you. Dear students who are already in the hall, may we kindly request all of you to sit down at your designated seats before our guests of honor arrive. Thank you. Dear students, please have your seats at your designated areas. Our anthem will begin shortly, and it would be nice if you're already seated at your designated spaces. Thank you.
Today's ceremony is a commemoration of those who will be the leaders and policymakers of tomorrow. We are indeed proud to acknowledge their achievements. Our convocation will begin with the procession shortly. Dear guests, may we request you to kindly stand as the procession music begins. The music accompanying the procession is the BRAC University's anthem. The procession is led by the Marshal for the event, Dr. Shruti Sabur from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, followed by Chancellor's Gold Medalists, the Vice Chancellor's Medalists, Academic Council members, Syndicate members, members of the Board of Trustees, the Vice Chancellor, Convocation Speaker, Chair Board of Trustees, and our Chief Guest, the Honorable Education Advisor.
Dear guests, please remain standing for the national anthem to be performed by our students from BRAC University Cultural Club and BRAC Monon. Dear guests, we kindly request you to remain standing as our students perform the national anthem. Thank you.
আমার সোনার বাংলা আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ তোমার বাতাস আমার প্রাণে ও মা আমার প্রাণে বাজায় বাঁশি সোনার বাংলা আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি ও মা ফাগুনে তোর আমের বনে প্রাণে পাগল করে ওরে হায় হায় রে ও মা ফাগুনে তোর আমের বনে প্রাণে পাগল করে ও মা প্রাণে তোর ভরা খেতে কি দেখেছি আমি কি দেখেছি মধুর হাসি সোনার বাংলা আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি কি শোভা কি ছায়া গো কি স্নেহ কি মায়া গো কি আঁচল বিছাইছ বটের মূলে নদীর কূলে মা তোর মুখের বাণী আমার কানে লাগে সুধার মতো ওরে হায় হায় রে মা তোর মুখের বাণী আমার কানে লাগে সুধার মতো মা তোর বদন খানি মলিন হলে আমি নয়ন ও মা আমি নয়ন জলে ভাসি সোনার বাংলা আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি
We will now have recitations from our holy books. Saji Afsara will now recite from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Recite in the name of your Lord who created man from a clot of congealed blood. Recite, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not.
Deblina Das Drishti will now recite from the Bhagavad Gita.
श्रद्धावन् लभते ज्ञानम् तत्परा संयत इन्द्रियः ज्ञानं लब्ध परां शान्तिम् आचिरेणाधिगच्छति तस्मद्यज्ञसम्भूतं हृत्सङ्गेन छिनद्मनः छित्त्वैनं संशयम् योगमतिष्ठित अष्ठित ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. Those whose faith is deep and who have practiced controlling their mind and senses attain divine knowledge. Through such transcendental knowledge, they quickly attain everlasting supreme peace. Therefore, with the sword of knowledge, cut asunder the doubts that have arisen in your heart. Establish yourself in the discipline of action. Arise, stand up, and take action.
Jotham Protik Baroi will now recite from the Holy Bible.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 3 to 10. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. This is the word of the Lord. May his words reign supreme forever, and may his words be victorious for eternity. Amen.
And now, Shuchitra Borua will recite from the Holy Tripitaka.
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बहु सत्यं च सिंपं च विनियोजो सुशिक्षितो सुभाषिता च या वाचा एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमा खन्ति जो सोबुचसता समननं च दस्सनं कालेन धम्मसखच्छ एतं मङ्गलमुत्तमा साधु साधु সাধু সব্বে সত্তা সুখিতা হন্তু জগলের সকল প্রাণী সুখী হোক To have much learning, to be skillful in handicraft, well trained in discipline, and to be of good speech, this is the greatest blessing. To be patient and obedient, to associate with monks, and to have religious discussions on due occasions. This is the greatest blessing. May all the creatures of the world be happy.
May I now request our Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood, to convene this convocation.
Hello. I hereby declare the 16th convocation of BRAC University 2025 open.
Thank you, Honorable Education Advisor.
May I now invite our honorable convocation speaker, Ms. Charmi Nobai Chinoy, to deliver the convocation speech.
Hello, everyone. Honorable Education Advisor, Vice Chancellor, members of the Board of Trustees, esteemed faculty, proud parents in the other room, and most importantly, the graduating class of BRAC University. I want to start by saying that this is a homecoming of sorts. My father was born in Chittagong in 1951, and my grandfather laid the foundation of the Lions English School in Khulna. My father was a junior tennis champion in Chittagong, and so I've grown up with wonderful stories of this country and of this land. So thank you for welcoming me back. Congratulations. Today marks not only the celebration of your academic achievements, but also the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. As you step out of these familiar halls and into a world full of possibilities, remember that you're about to embark on the most important journey of all, which is the journey of life. And some would call it the journey of hard knocks. On this journey, your voice is your power. When you choose to speak out, you are choosing to shape a future where truth and integrity guide your path. So never, So never let fear silence you. Even when the road ahead seems steep and uncertain, hold fast to your convictions. Let your voice be the light that guides you and others through the darkness. As a filmmaker, I've always wanted to tell stories of men, women, and children on the far corners of the world. And in telling their stories and immersing myself in different cultures and different places, I have learned the simple lessons of life, some of which I am going to share with you today. You should always embrace the power of choice because life is defined by the choices that you make. I started being a journalist at the age of 14. When I was 17, I was an investigative journalist, and I wrote up this article that named and shamed some very powerful people in my home city. And I woke up on the morning of Eid when that article had appeared in the newspaper, and the men I had written about had spray painted my name across my neighborhood. They had done it to shame me, to silence me. But my father, who has shaped so much of my life, said something to me. If you speak the truth, I will stand with you, and so will the world. And then he whitewashed the walls himself. In that moment, I learned that no matter how intimidating the world might seem, the courage to stand up is important and will always be your strongest ally. Today, as you stand on the threshold of the future, I urge you to remember this. Every decision, every small act of honesty and bravery builds the character you will carry forward into the world. Whether you choose to follow your passion, to be different, or to challenge the status quo, which you have so wonderfully done in the last year, the choices you will make will not only shape your own destiny, but also the future of Bangladesh. You must embrace relentless passion and stubborn dreams. Passion is the fuel that will carry you through the inevitable ups and downs. You know, I dreamed of something that wasn't possible. In 2002, I wanted to become a filmmaker. I was brown, I was Muslim, I came from a country that had no film industry to speak of. And I had studied economics and political science. I never studied film. And I wrote up the proposal for my first film because I was passionate about telling stories, and I sent it out into the world to about 80 organizations around the world, asking them for funding and mentorship. And I waited for them to respond anxiously. And the brutal rejections followed. And I fought back tears and disappointment and heartache. I couldn't understand why no one wanted to fund a 21-year-old who had no background in filmmaking. I guess they were much more pragmatic than I was. But one day I wrote to the president of New York Times with an unsolicited email, and I received a response. And I took a train to New York and I pitched my first film to a room full of seasoned journalists. And very soon afterwards, my project was approved and I was given funding and mentorship. So my 81st attempt was successful. The choice before me was simple: give up or be relentless in the pursuit of passion. You will find that the school of hard knocks has many twists and turns. There will be moments when giving up will seem like the right thing to do, when you feel hopeless. But it is exactly at that time that I urge you to dream big. When you wake up in the morning with a fire in your heart, driven not by obligation, but by passion, success will be inevitable. You should also learn from lives that have lived boldly. I came to Bangladesh for the first time in 2013, and I traveled the length and breadth of this country, making a film about the women in the police force. They are passionate, they're courageous, and they taught me so much about what happens when a determined group of people come together. The film follows these young women who come from small towns and villages. They undergo rigorous police training and join the world's first all-women, all-Muslim peacekeeping unit. I witnessed their profound sacrifices, leaving behind young families, comforts of home, and serve in volatile regions abroad, including being deployed in Haiti. And as my cameras followed them in Haiti, in the slums, as they walked through protecting other women, they shattered stereotypes held about women from our part of the world with so much grace. Their example shows that change begins with each one of us, and that when we come together, our collective strength can transform lives. You should be so proud of these Bengali women who serve your country all across the world. You should learn from life's trials and embrace failures. My failures have taught me more about myself than my successes have. I always take failure as not as a sign of defeat, but as a stepping stone for future success. I set up an animation house and created these beautiful animated films. Some of them you can see on Netflix. We employed about 80 incredible animators. It was the first animation house set up by a woman. But then COVID happened, and we struggled to pay salaries and struggled to make ends meet. And I spent many sleepless nights fretting over the weight of responsibility of so many employees. But I mustered up the courage somehow to pick up the phone, call my team, and make the gut wrenching decision to shut down the animation house. The painful choice taught me that sometimes letting go is necessary. But soon afterwards, I began working on Miss Marvel on Marvel Studios, and some of these very talented individuals joined me on that journey. Remember that one door closes, another one will open. And you must embrace the failure as a catalyst of growth and let it propel you to even greater heights. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You must stumble if you are to rise. The power of belonging is so important. I know that there will be moments in your life where you will feel like an outsider, when you look around and wonder if you truly belong in that room because of where you came from. I know that feeling very well. When I won my Oscar for the first time in 2012, many questioned whether I should have won. And I wrestled with the fear of not belonging or not fitting into that world. But then I won again in 2016, and I realized something very fundamental. It isn't about where you come from or the labels other place on you. It is about your talent and your hard work and your passion. And if you follow your heart, every space is your space. Let no one ever tell you that you do not belong. Especially now, you must all believe in your country and rebuild the foundations. In these times of rapid change, you, the graduates of BRAC University, have a unique and vital role to play. Today, more than ever, the call to believe in your collective potential is the power of democracy, and the promise of rebuilding your foundations is urgent. The values you have nurtured here, integrity, compassion, and commitment to justice, are the building blocks of a brighter future for Bangladesh. In a world where cynicism often overshadows hope, you must choose to believe in the promise of democracy. Rebuild the institutions that support fairness and inclusivity. Embrace to lead with empathy, to challenge inequality, and to create a society where every single voice is heard and valued. A nation's future is not written by those who follow the status quo, but by those who dare to dream, who are unafraid to take risks, and who remain steadfast in their belief of a better tomorrow. You are the architects of your future. I have seen the passion in your eyes, even simply in the way that you walked into this room. I have seen your resilience in the news, and I have seen your unwavering commitment to truth. You have the power to restore and revitalize the democratic ideals that form the backbone of Bangladesh. As you step into the future, remember these life lessons. Speak out fearlessly for what is right. Pursue your passion even when the road is tough. Embrace failure. Believe in the power of democracy. We build, restore, and lead with integrity and compassion. Congratulations, graduates. May your journey be filled with purpose and passion. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Ms. Sharmin. We are truly inspired by your insightful message. May I once again introduce Ms. Chinoy to those of you who joined us late. Ms. Sharmin Obed Chinoy is a Canadian-Pakistani journalist, filmmaker, and activist known for her work on human rights and gender inequality. She was born on November 12, 1978 in Karachi, Pakistan. She studied at Smith College and Stanford University, and I'm very proud to have her with us today. She's directed over 24 films in more than 16 countries, winning 2 Academy Awards for Saving Face in 2012 and A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness in 2015. Ms. Chinoy also directed episodes of Marvel's Miss Marvel and is set to direct an upcoming Star Wars film. Excited, students? She has also co-founded the Citizens Archive of Pakistan and has received multiple Emmy Awards and Hilali Imtiaz for her contributions to filmmaking and social justice. Thank you, Ms. Sharmin Obed Chinoy, for making time for us. Thank you. It's now time for the conferment of degrees, where students from various programs will be formally presented to the Honorable Education Advisor. We now invite the deans, heads, chairs, and directors of the respective schools, institutes, departments, and programs to present their students for the degree conferment. Dear students, as the names of your schools, institutes, and departments are announced, may we kindly request you to please rise and do remain standing. So we have with us here today Professor A.F.M. Yusuf Haider, Professor Mahbubul Alam Mojumdar, Professor Shaila Sultana. On behalf of Dr. Laura J. Reichenbeck, we have with us Dr. Malay Kanti Mritha. On behalf of Dr. Iram Mariam, we have Dr. Manjuma Akhtar Moshumi, Dr. Imran Matin, Professor Arshad Mahmood Chaudhry, Professor Zainab Faruqi Ali, Professor Khandakar Shamsuddin Mahmood, Professor Muhammad Wasiqur Rahman Khan, Professor Firdaus Azim. On behalf of Professor Muhammad Mujibul Haq, we request Dr. Riyashad Ahmed. On behalf of Professor Mujibul Haq, we also have Dr. Saif Hussain. May I kindly request the Honorable Education Advisor to please announce the conferment of degrees.
Bismillah Rahman Rahim. I, Dr. A.F.M. Yusuf Haider, Professor and Dean of the School of Pharmacy, proudly present the graduating students of Bachelor of Pharmacy program. Dear students, please rise up.
I, Professor Mahabubul Alam Majumdar, Dean of the School of Data and Sciences, have the honor of presenting the graduating students of our esteemed programs, Bachelor of Science in Applied Physics and Electronics, Physics, Mathematics, Biology, and Biotechnology, as well as the Master of Science in Biotechnology. Students, please stand. Thank you.
May I please request the music to be turned down? Thank you.
I, Professor Shaila Sultana, Director of the BRAC Institute of Languages, take great pride in presenting the graduates of the Masters of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Please rise.
Dear students, do remain standing. Thank you.
On behalf of Dr. Laura J. Reichenbach, Dean, BRAC James Gandhi School of Public Health, I, Professor Dr. Maloy Kantimritha, Deputy Dean, am honored to present the graduating students of the Masters of Public Health program. Dear graduating students, please rise.
On behalf of Dr. Iram Mariam, Executive Director, BRAC Institute of Educational Development, I, Dr. Manzooma Akhtar Moushumi, Head of Academics, am delighted to present the graduating students of the postgraduate diplomas in Early Childhood Development and Education Leadership and School Improvement, along with the master's programs in Early Childhood Development and Education Leadership and School Improvement. Please rise.
I, Dr. Imran Mateen, Executive Director of the BRAC Institute of Governance and Development, am privileged to present graduates of the Masters of Arts in Governance and Development, Master of Development Studies, Masters in Procurement and Supply Management, and the Postgraduate Diploma in Knitwear Industry Management. Please rise.
Dear students, do remain standing, please.
I, Professor Arshad Mahmood Chaudhry, Dean of the School of BS Service School of Engineering, proudly present the graduating students of the Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Communication Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Master of Science in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, and Master of Engineering in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Please be rise.
I, Zainab Faruqi Ali, Professor and Chairperson of the Department of Architecture, am honored to present the graduate of Bachelor of Architecture and Master in Disaster Management. Dear students, please rise.
I, Professor Khandokai Shamsuddin Mahmud, Dean, School of Law, take great pride to present to the graduate of the School of Law LLB Honors Program. Please rise.
I, Professor Wasikur Rahman Khan, Chairperson of the Department of Economics and Social Sciences, am honored to present the graduates of the Bachelor of Social Science in Economics, Bachelor of Social Sciences in Anthropology, and the Master of Science in Applied Economics. Dear students, please rise.
I, Firdaus Azim, Chairperson of the Department of English and Humanities, am delighted to present the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts in English and the Master of Arts in English. Dear students, please rise.
On behalf of Professor Muhammad Mujibul Haq, Dean, BRAC Business School, I, Riyashad Ahmed, Director of the EMBA and MBA programs, proudly present the graduates of the Executive Master of Business Administration and Master of Business Administration programs. Please rise.
On behalf of Professor Mujibul Haq, Dean BRAC Business School, I, Saif Hussain, Director of the Bachelor of Business Administration program, am honored to present the graduating students of the BBA program. Please rise.
Dear students, do remain standing, please.
I, Professor Mahabubul Alam Majumdar, Dean of the School of Data and Sciences, proudly present the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Engineering, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering, and Master of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, students. At this time, may I kindly request the Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood, to announce the conferment of degrees. Dear students, this is your big moment. Do please stand.
Hello, hello. By the authority vested in me by the Chancellor of BRAC University and upon recommendation of the faculty and the respective academic councils, I hereby confirm upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. I do believe that you will prove your worth by demonstrating good conduct, strength of character, and a strong sense of commitment. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Honorable Advisor. May we now request all students to make sure the tassels on your caps are on your right. Now, at the count of 3, move your tassels from right to left. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Congratulations, dear students. Now you're all graduates. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Dear students, once again, many, many, many congratulations. If you'll all kindly take your seats, we will continue with the program. Thank you.
At this time, we would kindly request our Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Waddin Mahmood, to present the Chancellor's Gold Medals to the recipients. These awards are presented to the students receiving the highest CGPA in the undergraduate as well as the postgraduate programs. Recipients, may we request you to come on stage as we call out your names to receive your awards. This year's recipient from the undergraduate program is Mr. Shihab Motasim, having secured a CGPA of 4 with the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. From the postgraduate programs, the recipient of the Chancellor's Gold Medal is Ms. Tahani Tabassum, having secured a CGPA of 4 with a Master of Science in Biotechnology, Department of Mathematics and Natural Sciences. Since she's abroad for higher studies, her father, Mr. Ilyajul Haq, will be collecting the medal on her behalf. Congratulations once again for the proud parents of all graduating students and especially our gold medalists. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to announce the valedictorian of the 16th Convocation, none other than Mr. Shihab Mustasim from the School of Data and Sciences and the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Congratulations once again, Shihab. May I now invite the valedictorian to please deliver his speech.
Thank you so much. Greetings to the distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, fellow graduates, parents, and everyone present here today. And congratulations to the class of 2025. We have finally made it. It is an absolute honor to stand before you as the valedictorian of this graduating class. I never imagined that I would be standing here representing you all. I'm deeply honored to have this opportunity to share my journey with you and reflect on our times at BRAC University. This is truly one of the best moments of my life, and I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you. I grew up in a small, beautiful town called Tassel in Gajipur. Growing up, I never really saw myself as someone extraordinary. Whether it was my short-lived attempt at music production or my dream of becoming a soccer star, I always felt like an average person at everything I tried to do. So I was always searching for my true potential, something that I was destined for. And that search led me here to BRAC University, where I pursued my undergrad studies in computer science and engineering. Growing up, I never thought out.
Hello. Sorry, let me start that again. So, yeah. That search of my, passion led me here to BRAC University, where I pursued my undergrad studies in computer science and engineering. I never thought I'd study computer science. In fact, if you had asked me back then, I would have said that my biggest technical achievement was fixing the TV antenna by randomly shaking it and pretending I knew what I was doing. Yeah, so BRAC University gave me the perfect platform to build myself. It had everything: amazing faculties, great opportunities, and assignments that made me question my life choices at midnight. But to be honest, my main focus was never just about the grades or passing courses. Now, don't get me wrong, grades are important, but I figured that if I enjoyed the courses enough, the grades would follow. And if they didn't, well, that's what the reevaluation requests are for. So this brings me to one of the most important lessons that I've learned here, that if we truly want to succeed in something, we must find a way to enjoy it, because there will always be tasks and responsibilities that don't naturally interest us, and that's fine. But we have to take the time to understand their importance and view them from a different perspective so that we can make them interesting. And this small change in mindset made learning not just easier, but also rewarding for me. Beyond academics, BRAC University has given us so many memories. One of the biggest highlights for me was finally experiencing our beautiful new campus that we had been waiting for so long. Yeah. Another defining experience was the residential semester, which helped us grow, build connections, and develop social skills that will stay with us for life. Well, it also made me realize that the best friendships are formed through desperate battles for the last pack of cup noodles at midnight. I'm eternally grateful to the amazing faculty members of BRAC University. Each faculty member that I had the privilege of learning from has played a role in shaping me into who I am today. They have a special talent, explaining the most complicated things in the simplest ways, and somehow making the simplest things feel like rocket science in exams. A heartfelt thank you to the university administration, staff, and faculties for standing by us, especially during the challenging times last year. It wasn't easy for the student body, but BRAC University was there to ensure our safety and make sure we were never alone. Today, as we stand here, one of the most valuable things we will take with us is our memories. I will always cherish the memories of hanging out with my friends from Bortola to the residential campus and finally to the new BRAC University campus. We might not be able to take all the people with us forever, and that's why we should always embrace the present and focus on creating more meaningful memories as we move forward. But amidst all success and ambitions, there's one thing we must never forget: our family. No matter where we go or what we achieve, our family will always be there for us. I want to take this opportunity to personally thank my parents, my sister, my brother-in-law, and especially my 2-year-old niece. She doesn't know what's happening here today, but I'm sure if she could talk properly, she'd say she's proud of me. Or maybe just ask for an ice cream. And of course, I'm deeply grateful to those who stood by me, believed in me, and helped me get through tough times. Finally, we owe a great deal of gratitude to all the parents here today. Your sacrifices, love, and encouragement have played an immense role in our success, and we are truly grateful for everything you have done for us. As we step into the next phase of our lives, let's remember there is no fixed timeline for success. What's meant for you will happen when the time is right. Hello. Hello. Okay, this is back. So as we step into the next phase of our lives, let's remember there is no fixed timeline for success. What's meant for you will happen when the time is right. So we just have to work hard and prove it to ourselves and the Almighty that we truly want it. So let's move forward with gratitude, confidence, and the mindset to keep improving ourselves and making the world a better place. No matter where life takes us, let's carry the values and lessons we have learned here at BRAC University. Again, congratulations, class of 2025. This is just the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Shihab, and many, many congratulations once again.
At this point, may I now invite the Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Tamara Hassan Abed, to deliver her valuable speech.
Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood, Convocation Speaker, Sharmeen Obed Chinoy, Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Farhat Anwar, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, faculty, parents, and guardians, and the stars of today's commencement, the graduates, a very good afternoon to you. Congratulations, graduates, class of 2025. Today marks the official commencement of your professional lives with the gift of education. History will witness that it has come at a time when the world needs you. That may seem like an exaggeration. What can you as one person do for the world? But beginning today, as BRAC University alumni, you carry on an extraordinary legacy of contribution and impact in the footsteps of alumni before you, of members of the BRAC family, and of the founder of this university. You are, of course, a very special graduating class. As members of the student body of BRAC University last year, who received recognition across the entire nation for your courage and sacrifice when you decided to join the nationwide protests. Our founder, Sir Fazle, would have been a proud man to see that BRAC University students have become the socially conscientious young leaders that he envisioned 36 years ago. In 1989, he sought the help of Harvard professors and a former Swarthmore University president to conduct a feasibility study on establishing a university in Bangladesh, which was an unusual choice for an NGO at the time. A unique aspect would be the introduction of broad-based education in the country through a liberal arts curriculum to fulfill the purpose of producing ethical leaders. Sir Fazle recognized that sustained change and nation building would require generations of ethical leaders in Bangladesh who would possess the insight to recognize right from wrong, the courage to remain firm in their conviction to ethics, and the knowledge and know-how to design and build an economy based on human flourishing. He also realized that no matter what specialization, an effective liberal arts education with an exposure to the social sciences and arts can make human beings more sensitive and emotionally intelligent observers of the world around them, and make minds more wholesome and complete. So you see, your graduation today was part of a building effort that began long before you were even born. It would have been a most proud moment for Sir Fazle to be able to see all of you. Of all the projects started by Sir Fazle, BRAC University was one of the closest to his heart. It is an aspect of his legacy that I and my fellow trustees have taken most seriously, only to discover that it probably is also one of the most difficult to build. This year, the Board of Trustees approved a bold new mission for the university that continues on the great legacy of Sir Fazle, to reimagine excellence in higher education while remaining true to the founding purpose, by charting a new trajectory for the university to participate in global discourses and contribute from our vast learning in the global south. It is a continuation of that same approach to building with ingenuity, patience, and hard work. And that's what you will need to build your careers and your contribution towards human flourishing. As we gather here today, we cannot ignore the pressing realities of the world we are stepping into. The global landscape is shifting at an unprecedented pace. The economic uncertainties, climate emergencies, geopolitical conflicts, and the rapid advancements in technology present both opportunities and immense challenges. And for Bangladesh, a nation of resilience and promise, these challenges are even more pronounced. Our beloved country is at a crossroads. Economic disparities continue to widen. Climate change threatens our coastal regions, endangering millions of lives. The rise of automation challenges our workforce, and the battle against misinformation has never been more crucial. In 2025, the status quo is not an option. The path forward requires a fundamental shift in our lifestyles, consuming less, living more harmoniously with nature, and embracing mindfulness in our daily lives. We must rethink our economic models to prioritize sustainability over excess, redefine success beyond material wealth, and foster a culture that values well-being and environmental stewardship over unchecked growth. There needs to be a collective understanding of a simple truth that on this planet, everything is connected to one another. All species and elements are part of a vast and complex ecological system, as are all the planets and the sun, part of the solar system. We are not an isolated species that can continue to flourish at the expense of other species. It is hard to fathom why this basic truth of shared human condition is not yet known or accepted as a given. Only by making these shifts can we create a future that is both sustainable and satisfying to the human spirit. The old ways of leading, living, and thinking will not suffice. We must reinvent, reimagine, and rebuild. So what does this mean for you? It means that leadership today is not about titles, but about impact and old-fashioned values. It means that knowledge is not just power, it is responsibility. And it means that ethics, courage, and critical thinking are no longer optional, they are essential. I'm confident that BRAC University has prepared you well for the monumental task of building that lies ahead. Whether it is through the iconic residential semester, where you fostered lifelong friendships, or acquired unique perspectives on community-driven initiatives for societal impact, through your coursework in the distinctively rich liberal arts curriculum of BRAC University, or through various extracurricular work. Among you are graduates who have built extraordinary robots to fight climate change, designed solutions for current public health problems, and started companies based on award-winning sustainable business models. But beyond all, I hope BRAC University has taught you the most important values that we at BRAC find non-negotiable. Treating each human being as equal and supporting them to realize their full potential, which they often are unable to because of social discrimination. This is where I believe that you cannot compromise. Men and women are equal. Bangladesh has come a long way towards establishing this and benefited handsomely as women in Bangladesh have played a transformative role in our nation's development. From our homes to grassroots movements, to RMG factories, from sports and cultural arenas, to corporate leadership, to keeping our borders and country safe. Their contributions have strengthened our economy and society, making Bangladesh a model for inclusive development. We cannot let that regress. When I see today moral policing targeting women happening in the name of decency, I get worried. When I see violence against women is at an all-time high, I get worried. When I see space for women getting constricted every day because of lack of law and order, I get very worried. We as a nation have come too far to let this happen. I hope you all also feel the same way. I hope you will make it your life's mission to create an equal space for men and women in every sphere and speak out when half our population, half of our families, half of all of us faces injustice and discrimination. Sharmeen Obed Chinoy, our distinguished convocation speaker, is one such person. Throughout her career, Sharmeen has used film to educate and inspire the world on some of the most compelling topics, including the rights of women, the role of business in society, the plight of refugees, and without shying away from speaking the truth, however unpopular. And despite that, she has picked up a few awards on the way too, including 2 Academy Awards and 3 Emmy Awards. May I request a big round of applause for Sharmeen Obed Chinoy, our convocation speaker. Graduates, today is your day. You are standing at the threshold of possibility, ready to take on the world with the knowledge, skills, and values instilled in you. The journey ahead will not always be easy, but remember, you are more than prepared. You are the leaders of tomorrow. You are the innovators, the disruptors, the dreamers who will turn challenge into opportunities. Go forth with confidence, with a spirit of service, and with the unwavering belief in your own power to make a big difference if you so wish to use it. Congratulations, class of 2025. The world awaits your brilliance. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Abid. Thank you for your lovely speech.
Dear students, may I have your attention for a moment, please? We know this is an auspicious occasion that awaits celebration with your family and friends, but we do want you to participate as we hear from our honorable speakers. If you would allow us a few more minutes, we can all celebrate this moment together. So it's now my honor to invite the chief guest of the ceremony, our Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood, to please deliver his valuable speech.
ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে। শুভ সকাল বা শুভ অপরাহ্ন হয়ে গেছে। আসসালামু আলাইকুম। সম্মানিত সমাবর্তন বক্তা, অস্কার বিজয়ী চলচ্চিত্র নির্মাতা শারমিন ওবায়েদ চিনয়, ব্র্যাক ইউনিভার্সিটির সম্মানিত ভাইস চ্যান্সেলর প্রফেসর সৈয়দ ফরহাদ আনোয়ার, প্রো ভাইস চ্যান্সেলর প্রফেসর সৈয়দ মাহফুজুল আজিজ, ব্র্যাক ইউনিভার্সিটির বোর্ড অফ ট্রাস্টিজের চেয়ারম্যান তামারা হাসান আবেদ, বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের গভর্নিং বডির সদস্যবৃন্দ, শিক্ষকবৃন্দ, প্রিয় স্নাতক ও তাদের অভিভাবকবৃন্দ, প্রিন্ট ও ইলেকট্রনিক মিডিয়ার সাংবাদিকবৃন্দ এবং আমন্ত্রিত অন্যান্য অতিথিবৃন্দ, আপনাদের সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা ও অভিনন্দন। আজকে যারা ডিগ্রি পেল তাদেরকে আমার আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন এবং এই সঙ্গে আমি স্মরণ করছি আবেদ ভাইকে, স্যার ফজলে হাসান আবেদ এই বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের প্রতিষ্ঠাতা এবং ব্র্যাকের প্রতিষ্ঠাতা। তার স্মৃতির প্রতি আমি শ্রদ্ধা জ্ঞাপন করছি। আমি মূলত কিছু কথা বলবো শিক্ষার্থীরা আজকে যারা ডিগ্রি পেয়ে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছ তাদেরকে উপলক্ষ করে। অনেকের একটা ধারণা ছিল যে ব্র্যাক বা ব্র্যাকের মতো প্রথম সারির যে কয়েকটি বেসরকারি বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় আছে তাদের শিক্ষার্থীরা ভালো শিক্ষাক্ষেত্রে ভালো করে, বিদেশে গিয়ে ভালো করে, কিন্তু তারা শুধু নিজেদের ক্যারিয়ার নিয়ে চিন্তা করে, সামাজিক দায়বদ্ধতা তাদের মধ্যে তেমন জন্মগ্রহণ করে না। কিন্তু আমরা সাম্প্রতিক যেই ছাত্র গণ অভ্যুত্থান দেখেছি সেখানে ব্র্যাক এবং অন্যান্য কিছু প্রথম সারির বেসরকারি বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের শিক্ষার্থীরা যেভাবে এগিয়ে এসেছে তাতে আমাদের ধারণা ভুল প্রমাণিত হয়েছে। আমি এই ছাত্র অভ্যুত্থানে যারা শহীদ হয়েছে তাদের স্মৃতির প্রতি সম্মান জানাচ্ছি, শ্রদ্ধা জানাচ্ছি এবং যারা আহত হয়েছেন তাদের মধ্যে নারী শিক্ষার্থীও আছে, তারা যাতে দ্রুত সুস্থতা লাভ করুন তার জন্য দোয়া করছি। কয়েকদিন ধরে আমি লক্ষ্য করছি যে ব্র্যাক বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় এবং আরেক কয়েকটি বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের শিক্ষার্থীরা কিছু সাম্প্রতিক নারীদের প্রতি সহিংসতার ঘটনা উপলক্ষ করে কিছুটা আন্দোলন করছে। যদিও তাদের কিভাবে আন্দোলন করবে, কিভাবে দাবিগুলো উপস্থাপন করবে সেটাতে অভিজ্ঞতার কিছু অভাব আছে, কিন্তু তারা যেই বিষয়টি নিয়ে আন্দোলন করছে সেটা কিন্তু অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ এবং আমাদের একটা সামাজিক আমি বলবো সামাজিক ব্যাধিরই বহিঃপ্রকাশ। সেটা হলো নারীদের ক্ষমতায়ন আমরা আসলে বেশি দূর অগ্রসর হতে পারিনি। নারীদের প্রতি নির্যাতন, নারীদের প্রতি সহিংসতার যে ঘটনা, সেটা আমাদের অন্যান্য ক্ষেত্রে আমরা যে উন্নয়ন করেছি তাকে ম্লান করে দেয়। যে সমাজে নারীরা সম্মান পায় না, নিরাপদ বোধ করে না, নিরাপত্তাহীনতায় ভোগে, সেই সমাজে বস্তুগতভাবে যত উন্নয়নই হোক না কেন সেটা একটা সভ্য সমাজ হতে পারে না। কনভোকেশন বক্তৃতায়, সমাবর্তন বক্তৃতায় নিয়ম অনুযায়ী বলতে হয় যে তোমরা যারা আজকে ডিগ্রি নিয়ে কর্মজীবনে প্রবেশ করছো, তোমাদেরকে নিজেদের ক্যারিয়ার যেমন প্রতি যত্নবান হবে, তেমনি সমাজের জন্য কিছু করবে। এটা সবসময় বলতে হয়, একটা নিয়ম যে সমাজের জন্য কিছু করতে হবে। আসলে সমাজের জন্য কিছু করা মানে কি? আমার এক অর্থনীতিবিদ জাপানি বন্ধু আমাকে বলেছিলেন, এবং তার দেশের অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে, যে আমরা যারা যেই পেশাতেই থাকি না কেন, সেটা শিক্ষক হোক, ইঞ্জিনিয়ার হোক, চিকিৎসক হোক, সরকারি চাকুরি হোক, ব্যবসা বাণিজ্যের উদ্যোক্তা হোক, আমরা যদি প্রত্যেকে নিজের ক্ষেত্রে নিজের দায়িত্বটা পালন করি সততার সাথে, তাহলেই কিন্তু সমাজের সবারই উন্নতি হবে। এটাই সমাজের প্রতি আমাদের দায়িত্ববোধ এবং সমাজের প্রতি কিছু করা। সবাই যদি আমরা নিজের কাজটুকু সৎভাবে করি, দায়িত্বশীলতার কথা করি, তাহলেই সমাজের প্রতি যা করার তা হয়ে গেল। আর এর উল্টো চিত্র, যেটা আমাদের দেশে দুঃখজনকভাবে আমরা দেখি, যে অধিকাংশ ক্ষেত্রেই যারাই যেখানে থাকুক সেখানে আমাদের সমাজে সরকারি কর্মচারীদের ক্ষেত্রে ব্যাপক দুর্নীতি, ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য যারা করেন, উদ্যোক্তা যারা করেন, অনেকেই ভালো উদ্যোক্তা, কিন্তু তাদের মধ্যে অনেকে আছেন যারা রাতারাতি কোটিপতি হতে গিয়ে অন্যায্য এবং অন্যায় অনেক সুযোগ সুবিধা নেন এবং অনেক দুর্নীতিতেও আক্রান্ত হন। এতে করে যারা, যে স্বল্প কয়েক মানুষ সৎ হতে চান, ভালোভাবে কাজ করতে চান, তারা অত্যন্ত অসহায় বোধ করেন। ফ্র্যাঙ্ক এই প্রসঙ্গে আমার, মাফ করবেন, ফ্র্যাঙ্ক কাফকা, তিনি সমাজের এই সব অবক্ষয় নিয়ে অনেক গল্প লিখেছেন। তার একটা প্রসিদ্ধ গল্প হলো দ্য মেটামরফোসিস। সেখানে তিনি বলেছেন যে দুর্নীতিগ্রস্ত একটা সমাজ, বিশেষ করে সরকার দুর্নীতিগ্রস্ত, সেখানে একটা ভালো মানুষ সে হঠাৎ সকালে দেখে সে তেলে পোকা হয়ে গেছে। তেলে পোকা হয়ে গিয়ে সে চারদিকে দেখে যত অন্যায় হচ্ছে, যত অবিচার হচ্ছে, সবই সে দেখে, কিন্তু তার নিজের কিছু প্রতিকার করার ক্ষমতা নেই। আমরা আশা করব আমরা যে নতুন বাংলাদেশ গড়তে চাই, যে সমাজ গড়তে চাই, সেখানে আমাদেরকে যেন সৎ মানুষদেরকে যেন তেলা পোকা হয়ে বাঁচতে না হয়। আমরা যেন সবাই এমন একটা সমাজে থাকতে চাই যেখানে সৎরাই বুক উঁচু করে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকতে পারবে, তাদেরকে অসহায় বোধ করতে হবে না। সে কারণেই আমি বলেছিলাম যে সমাজের প্রতি কিছু করা মানে আমরা সবাই যদি নিজেদের দায়িত্ব, নিজেদের যা কাজ সেটা সৎভাবে দায়িত্বশীলতার সাথে পালন করি। আমাদের অন্তর্বর্তীকালীন যে সময়ে এসেছিল এবং আমি শিক্ষা মন্ত্রণালয়ের দায়িত্ব ইচ্ছা করেই নিয়েছিলাম। অনেকে বলেছিল এটা অত্যন্ত দুরূহ কাজ। যখন আমরা দায়িত্ব নিয়েছিলাম তখন প্রত্যেকটা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় সম্পূর্ণ অভিভাবকহীন অবস্থায় ছিল। সেখান থেকে শুরু করে আমরা এখন যেখানে এসে পৌঁছেছি সেখানে সবগুলো বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়, বেসরকারি খাতের বোধহয় 150 বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় এবং সরকারি খাতের 55টা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়। এতগুলো বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় থাকা উচিত কিনা সেটা অন্য প্রশ্ন, কিন্তু অন্তত এই সবগুলো বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে আমরা নতুনভাবে, বিশেষ করে সরকারি বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়গুলোতে কর্তৃপক্ষ, উপাচার্য, উপ-উপাচার্য সবাইকে নিয়োগ দেওয়া হয়েছে এবং এক ধরনের অন্তত স্বাভাবিক শিক্ষা কার্যক্রমের অবস্থায় ফিরে এসেছে। আমাদের একটা বড় গণ অভ্যুত্থান হয়েছে, তার ফলে অনেক অস্থিরতা আছে। যুব সমাজের মধ্যে অনেক চাওয়া পাওয়া আছে, অনেক অস্থিরতা আছে, অনেক দাবি দেওয়া আছে, কিন্তু তার মধ্যেও আমাদের এখন স্মরণ করতে হবে যে আমরা একটা সুস্থির সমাজে ফিরে আসতে চাই। শিক্ষাঙ্গনে শিক্ষার পরিবেশ আবার যাতে ফিরে আসে সেটার জন্য চেষ্টা করছি। আমাদের যারা নতুন বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়গুলোর নতুনভাবে কর্তৃপক্ষ নিয়োগ হয়েছেন, আমি আশা করব শিক্ষার্থীরা সেই কর্তৃপক্ষের সাথে সহযোগিতা করে এই শিক্ষার পরিবেশ যেন বজায় রাখতে পারেন। অবশ্যই শিক্ষার্থীদের অনেক দাবি দেওয়া থাকবে, কিন্তু প্রত্যেক বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের একটা আচরণবিধি আছে, সেই আচরণবিধির মধ্য থেকেই তারা কর্তৃপক্ষের সাথে সমঝোতার ভিত্তিতে তাদের ন্যায়সঙ্গত দাবি দেওয়াগুলো পেশ করবে, তার সমাধানের চেষ্টা করবে সবাই মিলে। হঠাৎ শিক্ষাঙ্গনগুলোতে এক একটা দাবি, সেটা ন্যায্য হোক অন্যায্য হোক, তার জন্য একটা অস্থির পরিবেশ সৃষ্টি হোক, এটা আমরা চাই না। সম্প্রতি এই দাবি দেওয়াগুলো হঠাৎ করে করলে কিন্তু আমরা সেটা যে ন্যায্য দাবি সেটা বুঝতে পারি না। সম্প্রতি আমি শুনেছি যে খুলনা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে জগদীশচন্দ্র বসু, আমরা ছোটকাল থেকে জগদীশচন্দ্র বসুর গল্প শুনেছি, তার মতো বিজ্ঞানীর শিক্ষাঙ্গনে, তার মতো বিজ্ঞানীর নামে যে হয়তো একটা, বা তার মতো আরো আচার্য প্রফুল্লচন্দ্র আরেকজন বিশ্ববিখ্যাত বিজ্ঞানী, বাঙালি বিজ্ঞানী, তাদের নামে যেসব কিছু কিছু স্থাপনা ছিল, হল ছিল, সেগুলোর নাম নাকি পরিবর্তন করা হয়েছে। এটি আমাকে অত্যন্ত মর্মাহত করেছে। অন্তত শিক্ষাঙ্গনে জগদীশচন্দ্র বসুর নাম পরিবর্তন করা হবে, এটা আমার কাছে কল্পনার বাইরে। আমি আশা করব যে ওই বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের কর্তৃপক্ষ, শিক্ষার্থীরা মিলে তাদের এটা আবার প্রতিকার করবেন। শিক্ষার্থীদের প্রতি, যারা আজকে ডিগ্রি নিয়ে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছ, তাদের প্রতি আমার একটা বলতে পারো আমার অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে একটা উপদেশ, যে তোমরা যেই পেশায় যাবে সেটাতে শুধু ওই পেশার চাকচিক্য, আর্থিক বিচারে শুধু সেই পেশায় যাবে না, বরং তোমরা তোমাদের নিজেদের অন্তর্নিহিত যে প্রতিভা, যে দক্ষতা আছে, সেটার বিচারে যে পেশা তোমার ভালো লাগে সেই পেশা গ্রহণ করো। শুধু আর্থিক বিবেচনায় একটা পেশায় তুমি যখন যাবে, অথচ সেই পেশা তোমার কাছে, সেই পেশার কাজ তোমার কাছে ভালো লাগে না, সেরকম একটা পেশায় ঢুকে সারা জীবন তুমি একটা এমন কাজ করতে থাকবে যেটাকে আসলে তুমি মন থেকে ভালোবাসো না, বাধ্য হয়ে করো, এবং তোমার প্রতিভার বিকাশ সেখানে হওয়ার সুযোগ নেই। এর থেকে কত বড় বিড়ম্বনা আর কি হতে পারে? কাজেই প্রত্যেক পেশাই ভালো যদি তুমি সেখানে ভালো করতে পারো। অর্থের লোভে, চাকুরির লোভে, বা বিসিএস খুব ক্ষমতা আছে সেটার লোভে শুধু সেখানেই যাবে, এরকম চিন্তা করো না। আমাদের শিক্ষা ব্যবস্থায় অনেক ঘাটতি আছে। বহুদিন ধরে শিক্ষার প্রসার ঘটেছে, কিন্তু শিক্ষার মানের অবনতি হয়েছে। যদিও আমি বা ব্র্যাক বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়, আরও কিছু বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় এখন শিক্ষার মানের ক্ষেত্রে আমি মনে করি অত্যন্ত উন্নত হয়েছে। তোমরা সৌভাগ্যবান যে ব্র্যাক বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের মতো একটা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় থেকে তোমরা ডিগ্রি অর্জন করেছ। কিন্তু তার সত্ত্বেও আমাদের পুরো শিক্ষা ব্যবস্থা সম্বন্ধে যদি আমি চিন্তা করি, তাহলে দেখব যে আমরা যেই মানের গ্র্যাজুয়েট তৈরি করছি, তার সঙ্গে চাহিদার কোনো মিল নেই। এ কারণেই আমাদের অসংখ্য গ্র্যাজুয়েট তৈরি হচ্ছে, কিন্তু শিক্ষিত বেকারের সমস্যা দেখা দিয়েছে। আরেকটা তোমাদের মনে রাখতে হবে যে বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের শিক্ষা যতটুকু পাওয়া গেছে, সেটা হলো তোমাদের চিন্তা করার শক্তি, তোমাদের উদ্ভাবনী করার শক্তি, তোমাদের অ্যানালিটিক্যাল স্কিল। কর্মক্ষেত্রেই কিন্তু গবেষণায় দেখা গেছে যে বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের শিক্ষা সারা জীবনের শিক্ষা এবং প্রশিক্ষণের বড় জোর 30 ভাগ, বাকি 70 ভাগই অর্জন করে কর্মক্ষেত্রে গিয়ে যে প্রশিক্ষণ, যে অভিজ্ঞতা, তার থেকে। এ কারণেই আমি বলেছিলাম যে তোমরা যে পেশা গ্রহণ করবে সেটা যেন তোমার নিজের যে দক্ষতা, যে অন্তর্নিহিত প্রতিভা, তার সাথে যেন খাপ খায়। ভবিষ্যতে কোন পেশায় সবচেয়ে বেশি চাহিদা হবে এটা বলা খুব কঠিন। তো সাধারণভাবে বলা হয় যে আজকাল তো প্রথমত ছিল তথ্য প্রযুক্তির যুগ, এর পরে আসবে এখনই এসে যাচ্ছে যেটাকে বলে আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স, যে কৃত্রিম কৃত্রিম বা বুদ্ধিমত্তার একটা সময় আসছে। সেই কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তা যে আমাদেরকে কোথায় নিয়ে যায় সেটা আমরা এখনো কল্পনা করতে পারি না। একসময় যুক্তরাষ্ট্র কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তায় সবচেয়ে এগিয়ে ছিল এবং এখন বলা হয় যে দেশে শিক্ষা ব্যবস্থায় কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তা সবচেয়ে এগিয়ে যাবে সে দেশই সবচেয়ে বেশি উন্নত হবে। চীন এখন যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের সাথে প্রতিযোগিতায় কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তায় এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে, প্রতিযোগিতা করছে। আমি গত বছর একটা সমাবর্তন অনুষ্ঠানে এসে বলেছিলাম বোধহয় যে তখনও ছিল কি যেন বলে শুরু হয়েছিল কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তা, চ্যাট নাকি একটা, হ্যাঁ আমি ভুলে গেছি নাম। কিন্তু এখন তো ওই কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তাগুলোর মধ্যে একজন আরেকজনের সাথে কথা বলা শুরু করেছে এবং একটা বুদ্ধিমত্তার সাথে আরেকটা বুদ্ধিমত্তা কথাবার্তা শুরু করলে তো এটাকে বলে সুপার ইন্টেলিজেন্স। এটা যে আমাদেরকে কোথায় নিয়ে যাবে তার একটা গল্প বলে আমি শেষ করছি। সেটা হলো এমআইটিতে একটা গবেষণা করে দেখা গেছে যে একটা ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ফার্ম তারা একটা এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করছে যে তাদের বোর্ড অফ গভর্নর্সে একজন কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তাকে নিয়োগ করবে। তো তাকে বলা হলো যে সে যাতে ওই ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ব্যাংকের সবচেয়ে বেশি মুনাফা অর্জন করতে পারবে এমন ধরনের বিনিয়োগ করবে। দেখা গেল সে চিন্তা করে দেখলো যে সেই তো সবচেয়ে বেশি ভালো ডিসিশন নিতে পারে। তখন সে বলল যে ওই অন্য যেই মানুষ বোর্ড অফ গভর্নর্সে আছে ওদের থেকে তো সেই ভালো পারে, কাজেই সে আরেকজনকে বোর্ডে বসালো, সেও কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তার। এমন করে আস্তে আস্তে সে মানুষদেরকে সরিয়ে সব কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তার কে বসিয়ে বোর্ড গঠন করা শুরু করলো। এ তো ভয়ঙ্কর ব্যাপার। এটাই এবং শেষ পর্যন্ত এটা আমাদেরকে স্মরণ করিয়ে দেয় এক সময় প্ল্যানেট অফ দি এইপস একটা সিরিজ ছিল। ভবিষ্যতে প্ল্যানেট অফ দ্য আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স বলেও সায়েন্স ফিকশন হতে পারে, যেখানে মানুষের উপর কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তা নিয়ন্ত্রণ শুরু করবে। এবং এখানে যে বোর্ড অফ গভর্নর্স বসে আছে, তামারা বসে আছে, তাদেরকে উৎখাত করে দিয়ে সেই কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তা দখল করে নিতে পারে সব। সেটা যাতে না হয় সেজন্যই আমি পরিশেষে যেটা বলবো যে আমি শুরু করেছিলাম নৈতিকতা নিয়ে। আমাদের সমাজে প্রথম নৈতিকতা হলো মেয়েদের প্রতি সম্মান প্রদর্শন, কিন্তু সার্বিকভাবে আমাদের সমাজে আমরা যতই না কেন অর্থনৈতিক উন্নয়ন করি, বস্তুগত উন্নয়ন করি, কিন্তু নৈতিকভাবে যদি অবক্ষয় হয় সেটা আসলে প্রকৃত উন্নয়ন হয় না। কাজে আমরা প্রযুক্তিগতভাবে কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তাই হোক বা অন্য যে কোনো কারণে যেভাবেই হোক, প্রযুক্তিগতভাবে যতই উন্নত হই না কেন, মানুষের ভিতরে যেই বিবেক, যেই নৈতিকতা, তার কোনো বিকল্প নেই। সভ্যতা এগিয়ে যেতে হলে প্রযুক্তি লাগবে, কিন্তু নৈতিকতা ছাড়া শুধু প্রযুক্তি দিয়ে কখনো কোনো জাতি সত্যিকারভাবে সভ্য উন্নত জাতি হতে পারে না। কাজেই আমি পরিশেষে এটাই বলবো যে আমাদের সমাজ প্রযুক্তিভাবে, অর্থনৈতিকভাবে, বস্তুগতভাবে আরো উন্নত হবে আমরা আশা করি। আজকে যারা গ্র্যাজুয়েট হয়েছেন তাদের মতো ভবিষ্যতে আরো ভালো ভালো বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় থেকে নতুন যারা শিক্ষা নিয়ে, প্রযুক্তিগত বিদ্যা নিয়ে বেরোবে, সেটা সত্য। কিন্তু সেই সাথে সাথে আমাদের যেন যেই নৈতিকতা, সামাজিক নৈতিকতা, সেটা যেন হারিয়ে না যায়। তা না হলে আমাদের এই সকল নতুন দেশ গড়ার প্রচেষ্টা কিন্তু ব্যর্থ হবে। আমি পরিশেষে আজকে যারা ডিগ্রি লাভ করলো তাদেরকে আবারও আমার আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন জানাচ্ছি। তাদের অভিভাবক যারা, তাদেরকেও আমার অভিনন্দন। যারা পরীক্ষায় ভালো খারাপ যাই করুক না কেন, কর্মজীবনে সবাইরই সম্ভাবনা সমান থাকবে, কাজে সবাইকে আমার সমান অভিনন্দন। এবং ব্র্যাক বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের কর্তৃপক্ষকে, বোর্ড অফ গভর্নর্সকে আবারও আমি অভিনন্দন জানাচ্ছি যে তারা একটা সুন্দর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় গড়ে তুলেছেন এবং এই বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় থেকে মানসম্মত গ্র্যাজুয়েটরা বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছে। সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ। আমাকে এখানে ডাকার জন্য আমি কৃতজ্ঞতা প্রকাশ করছি।
Thank you, Honorable Education Advisor. At this time, may I kindly request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Farhat Anwar, to please deliver his speech.
Thank you. Honorable Education Advisor, Convocation Speaker, Chairperson of the Trustee Board, Board members, Deans and esteemed faculty members, Registrar and the administrative support personnel, graduate students, parents and guardians, volunteers, media personnel, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to you all. It is an honor and a pleasure to be hosting the 16th Convocation of BRAC University. Congratulations to the graduating batch, along with the faculty members, administration of the BRAC University, and of course, to the parents of the graduates. Graduates, you've made all of us proud, and I pray to Almighty Allah, may you be the change makers and responsible trustees of this ever-changing, on hostility-prone civilization. Let me humbly share with you some of my personal thoughts on what may help you in your endeavor in life. It has helped me personally, and I believe this may help you as well. Change is perhaps the most appropriate word describing the journey ahead. Change is the most important constant the world needs to recognize. Change is going to happen in any life. Life in a process of change, whether we like it or not. We go through change every day. As our hair grows, our skin cells are shed for new ones, new technologies are released. Each day we grow a little older. Our work environment changes with new people entering our lives. Our life will continue with changing time, people, and environment. There is no way we can change this process. Even when these changes may be devastating for us, we must learn the art of embracing change as a part of our life. We must believe in the fact that change can be beneficial, transformative, and of course, a problematic part of our lives as well. For the sake of our emotional and spiritual growth, we must learn to accept change. We need to remember that bad things happen, and these emotional, gut-wrenching, life-altering changes take time to process and heal. And acceptance of this change is the key to healing. Your transformation and the recent experience of the revolution in Bangladesh is a vivid example of how change will always be there to push humanity forward, provided we adapt to the changes through keeping ourselves above self-centered approach and acknowledge change as a melting point of unity in diversity. Yes, people around you may ignore or even stand against changing circumstances. Please bear in mind, change is a natural process. You either accept it or you are left behind. Please be reminded that changing oneself merely as a follower of change may perhaps lead us towards the wrong path. Until and unless we internalize and be led by the humanistic outcome of the expected change, we will fail our purpose. This humanistic approach will ensure that our process of change results in the creation of well-being for people whose lives we touch. I've always been questioned about accepting change. This is basically when we focus on the path of well-being. Well-being naturally will be depicted different by different people. Thus, change at times may result in conflict, and thus the status quo may be considered as a better option. This is where we should seek the outcome of the truth rather than our personalized perception of truth. Gary Zukav explains beautifully, reality is what we take to be true. What we take to be true is what we believe. What we believe is based upon our perception. What we perceive depends upon what we look. For what we look for depends upon what we want or what we think. This very logical framework derails us from accepting change. If we are to attain positive results from change, we must work beyond our self-interest. Please always remind yourself of the fact that our life does not get better by chance. It gets better by accepting change. If we want to take advantage of this change, we must make sure to do something better for the well-being of humanity at large, not just ourselves. May I again take this rare opportunity to congratulate all who have gathered here and thank you for being part of this beautiful, worthwhile, knowledge-driven change. May all of us help focus on the foundation of well-being on which BRAC University has been established by our visionary founder, Sir Fazl Hasan Abid. May the Allah Almighty be with you, and may we strive hard to make our beloved country, Bangladesh, a better place where we celebrate our differences, where everyone is welcome and accepted, and show that all of us can live together peacefully. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor.
At this time, May I now request the Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Tamara Hassan Abid, to present the convocation crests to the Chief Guest, the Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Wahaddin Mahmood, and our convocation speaker, Ms. Sharmin Obaid Chinoy.
Thank you, Ms. Tamara Hassan Abid. We will now be recognizing the recipients of the Vice Chancellor's medals from their respective programs. We're very pleased to announce this year we have 14 awardees from the undergraduate programs and 14 awardees from the postgraduate programs for the Vice Chancellor's medals. Congratulations, recipients, for your accomplishments. Dear recipients, may we kindly request you to come up on stage when your names are announced to receive your medal. At this time, we request the Honorable Education Advisor to please present the awards to the recipients. Our recipients this year from the undergraduate programs are Tahia Shamreen, Bachelor's in Social Sciences and Anthropology. Athena Rahman, Bachelor of Architecture. Fatima Hussein Samiha, Bachelor of Business Administration. Colleagues and students, rounds of applause for all the recipients, please. Riddhi Prabha Shaha, Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology. Atia Ahmed Shubarna, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Namirul Islam, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Maliha Saba Ali, Bachelor of Social Science and Economics. Mashuk Mohammad Mishkat, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Umma Maimuna Alam, Bachelor of Arts in English. Maisha Farzana Chaudhry, Bachelor of Laws, LLB Honors. Shoumitro Dash, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. Albab Masood Haider, Bachelor of Science in Microbiology. Tasfiya Tasneem Maha, Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors. Naeem Farid, Bachelor of Science in Physics.
And now we have our recipients. And now we have our recipients for this year's postgraduate programs are Sifa Taranur from Master of Science in Early Childhood Development. Nahian Rashid Urbi, Executive Masters of Business Administration. Tasnia Shaharin, Masters of Arts in English. Halima Hasin Tofa, Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Others. Shoji Paul, Masters of Business Administration. Audrika Eshna Purbasha, Masters of Development Studies. Nadia Afrin Bintu, Master of Education in Education Leadership and School Improvement. Abdullah Umar Nasib, Master of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering. Muhammad Sajid Sultan Haq, Master of Public Health. Mahid Al Hassan, Masters in Procurement and Supply Management. Iftikhar Zaman, Masters of Science in Biotechnology. Sanjana Khondokar, Masters of Science in Applied Economics. And Taushik Anamtaj, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Congratulations, Vice Chancellor's medalists, for your accomplishments. Thank you, distinguished guests and Honorable Education Advisor.
May I now request the Chair of the Convocation Committee and Chair of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. Sadia Hamid Kazi, to please deliver her vote of thanks.
Honorable Education Advisor, Convocation Speaker, respected Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, esteemed Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, dedicated faculty members, proud graduates and their families. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. I will keep my speech short. I know I'm just the wall between food and your lunch. First and foremost, my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed guests for gracing this occasion and inspiring our graduates. Today we had the opportunity to hear your insights, thoughts that surely will inspire our students, our future policymakers and leaders. Your presence today adds immense value to this special moment. A convocation of this scale is only possible through meticulous planning, dedication, and extraordinary teamwork. I sincerely thank the organizing committee, subcommittees, comprising members from communications, procurement, operations, the registry, controller's office, student affairs, finance, and few academic departments, who came together seamlessly to execute this event with precision. I wish I could name each individual of you, but if I did, we might have to be here till the next convocation. We are incredibly fortunate to have a team of proactive and committed individuals at BRAC University whose relentless efforts made this day special. A special appreciation goes to our student volunteers and support staff whose tireless efforts and enthusiasm have been instrumental in making this event successful. I sincerely thank our MCs for their excellent hosting and seamless anchoring of today's event.
Thank you.
I must extend a special mention to our respected Vice Chancellor for being the guiding force that inspires us to do our best. Our gratitude extends to all parents and well-wishers. Your rock-solid support and encouragement have played an instrumental role in your children's success. Without you, their journey toward excellence would not have been possible. Thank you for being part of this momentous occasion. We sincerely thank our partners for their generous support, Ispani Group for keeping us refreshed, Ramin4 for seamless communication, and Pubali Bank for their invaluable support. Your contributions have been instrumental in today's success. Finally, I thank all of you, students, faculty, parents, and staff, who make BRAC University the vibrant institution that it is. This convocation is not just a celebration of academic success, but of collective effort and shared achievement. With that, I once again extend my deepest gratitude to everyone who made this event possible. Congratulations to our graduates, and thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Sadia.
May we now request our Honorable Education Advisor, Professor Wahiduddin Mahmood, to kindly authorize the Vice Chancellor